Hello, everyone, wherever you are, wherever you're watching this, whether right now as I'm speaking or at some later date. But today's date is March 26th, Thursday, March 26th, and it happens to be the birthday of one of our great American poets, Robert Frost. So I thought I would share today a poem by Robert Frost, one of his pretty well known poems, often repeated, called Mending. It's a spring poem, as you'll hear. Some of you know it, some of you, this may be the first time. Listen with as much care as you can bring to it. Mending. I think it's relevant not only to a spring, but to these times in which we live. Mending. Something there is that doesn't love a wall, that sends the frozen groundswell under it, and spills the upper boulders in the sun, and makes gaps even two can pass abreast. The work of hunters is another thing. I have come after them and made repair where they have left not one stone on a stone. But they would have the rabbit out of hiding to please the yelping dogs. The gaps, I mean, no one has seen them made or heard them made. But at spring mending time we find them there. I let my neighbor know beyond the hill, and on a day we meet to walk the line and set the wall between us once again. We keep the wall between us as we go. To each, the boulders that have fallen to each. And some are loaves, and some so nearly balls we have to use a spell to make them balance. Stay where you are until our backs are turned. We wear our fingers rough with handling them. Oh, just another kind of outdoor game, one on a side, it comes to little more. There, where it is, we do not need a wall. He is all pine, and I am apple orchard. My apple trees will never get across and eat the cones under his pines, I tell him. He only says, good fences make good neighbors. Spring is the mischief in me, and I wonder if I could put a notion in his head. Why do they make good neighbors? Isn't it where there are cows? But here there are no cows. Before I built a wall, I'd ask to know what I was walling in or walling out, and to whom I was like to give offense. Something there is that doesn't love a wall, that wants it down. I could say elves to him, but it's not elves exactly, and I'd rather he said it for himself. I see him there bringing a stone grasped firmly by the top in each hand, like an old stone savage armed. He moves in darkness, as it seems to me, not of woods only and the shade of trees. He will not go behind his father's saying, and he likes having thought of it so well, he says again, good fences make good neighbors. Here ends the poem. And it turns out the bookmark that I've had in this book that I've owned for a long time has a Robert Frost quote on it, which is a very nice little coda to the poem. More words of Robert Frost, with which I'll conclude. Tree at my window, window tree, my sash is lowered when night comes on, but let there never be curtain drawn between you and me. Let there never be curtain drawn between you and me. May this be so for all of us. So long for now. Be well and be safe.